Thank you for having me. Haji Dr. Hamid Utaro is my name. I'm the director for URAS Uganda. URAS is a global organization. It's actually the global leader when it comes to animal breeding and genetics. We work with beef and dairy farmers to help them become more profitable, more specifically through use of better genetics and providing cutting-edge solutions to help them manage the herds better and be more productive and put more money into their pockets. So, on what inspired me, to me, this Climate Smart project, as we have all heard, it's a big mega project. To me, this project, if done well, if crafted well, it's going to be revolutionary. It's going to revolutionize the entire country and the agriculture sector. So to me, that was the number one inspiration, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it, so that down the road, at the end of it, we can all look back in the rearview mirror and say, yes, we did it. Because I do strongly believe, honestly, if it's done right, it's big. So we have to make sure it's done appropriately. Then you asked, here we're mainly talking about increasing productivity. And there's been gaps in terms of access to artificial insemination, access to the right genetics, and so many others. As an organization, we, in collaboration with government institutions like NAGRIC and DB and NARO, for the last 4 to 5 years, we have been already, and we continue to enhance farmer awareness. Awareness so that the farmers are more aware of what they need to do. We are working and training artificial insemination technicians. However, this project gives us a huge and tremendous opportunity to make sure that we can do more and do better and learn from our mistakes, from what we've done in the past. So some of the innovations and some of the challenges that were mentioned today, which I commend the ministry for bringing us together. Number one, when we talk about increasing productivity, it takes genetics, it takes nutrition, it takes management. And in those three components, among the challenges, for example, what the project itself is Climate Smart. When you talk about Climate Smart, we want it sustainable, we want it adaptable to our environment. So some of the challenges are and include the right genetics that suit our environment, and how quickly, among the innovations they talked about ARTs, assisted reproductive technologies. These include embryos or artificial insemination. Artificial insemination is not new. However, addressing the gaps, using this project to enable institutions like NAGRIC to have more resources, whether it is liquid nitrogen, whether it is AI kits, whether it is decentralizing these AI kits to the parish level, it makes a big difference. Now, when we talk about innovations, even having climate resilient breeds, like the zebu, girolando, and milking deer, these are zebu animals. So when we bring them here, when we utilize the resources from the project, and we have these breeds in Uganda, we shall have a more climate smart way to farm. These are breeds that can produce even as hot as at 35 degrees degrees, because they have worked in countries like Brazil, which are more hot and are humid, like our country. They have lots of ticks, but these animals or breeds are performing well. So those climate resilient breeds is number one. Technology like embryos. Embryos is the fastest way to make genetic progress. So if we take advantage of it, then the sky is the limit. My biggest takeaway, and which I really truly believe in, as I said in the beginning, this project, if done right, is revolutionary. However, we have to do this together, not as one single private entity, not as one single government institution. So all the private stakeholders, the government institutions, each coming together today, and I commend the ministry for bringing us together. We have to get, because all these solutions, whether it is, when I talk about climate resilient genetics, in the case of animals, we also have to look at climate resilient forages. That is key, because they go hand in hand. They are mutually inclusive. We have to bring them together. So my biggest takeaway, I hope and pray that we look at this, we take away our greed, we come together and work together as one to make this project successful. Regarding URAS as an entity, we are the global leaders when it comes to animal breeding and genetics. So given the opportunity, we want and we will ensure that we do our level best to transform and help in the transformation of agriculture in using this climate smart project by providing what is necessary, and that is climate resilient breeds, the genetics, other innovative like early pregnancy diagnosis kits, because for a farmer to be productive, whether you're beef or dairy, you have to make sure you're getting one calf per cow per year. And to do that, you need to have all the metrics correct. We must ensure, as an entity also, we have services for records keeping and traceability. We have to look at that as well. It's not just a matter of providing the genetics, but we need to be able to measure what we're doing. So having those records and traceability measures are a key component of this.